Hi guys, Sean here, and I'm going to be taking you through today's workouts that you can be doing at home. We're going to be sticking with suspension mode throughout this session, but we're going to be hitting full body, okay? So we're going to be doing legs, we're going to be upper body push and pull, and like always, whenever we're using ourselves in suspension mode on our feet, the core is engaged 100%. So just that we're not doing crunches doesn't mean that we're not going to be working that core, okay? So first and foremost, I'll take you through a nice joint mobility warm-up and some different movement patterns on the ground that are definitely going to raise the body temperature and get us going, okay? So all you need is your KO8 set up on high in suspension mode, and we'll get ready to go. Okay, so what I want you to do first and foremost, guys, is we're just gonna have hands on hips. We're gonna do a little bit of lateral flexion. So we're just bending to the right and to the left. Just hands on hips, nice and loose. You can keep the knees soft. And we're just trying to lengthen the side of the body. And now we'll bring the arm over top. Come back to center, reach. And now we'll add the left hand or the opposite hand, reaching in the opposite direction. Okay, so we're trying to get that split. One more. Okay, just shake everything off, and we're just gonna rotate and reach and just loosen off that spine. Work through the rotation. Okay, now just on your toes, just flick everything out. Ankles, wrists, and then from here, we're gonna go down onto the floor. Okay, so you just need a bit of space in front of you so you can get out into a tall plank. You're just gonna follow me through these stages, okay? So we're gonna reach up for one. Deep inhale, bend at the hips, fold forward, and we're just gonna walk out into a tall plank. Brace the core, squeeze the glutes in the back, abs in the front, and then we're gonna walk back the way we came, hips high. Work through those shoulders, nice and strong, and we'll go again. Okay, this time, we're gonna pause here. I'm gonna ask you to bend your knees and sit back onto your heels. And then we'll come back up to tall plank and reverse. Okay, so we're just building on this sequence each time. Let's go again. Tall plank, sit back onto the heels. We call this a bear squat. So we're dropping here, we get some good shoulder extension. And then this time, we're gonna use our second rep to give us some momentum to drive forward, lift on that left leg. If we can, level with the thumb, okay? So left hand's gonna come off the floor to create space for the left leg. Hand goes back down, reverse. Okay, do 2 reps and we'll hit the right side. Okay, when we're here, try and create length. We're gonna get that hip flexor stretch. Stay there a couple of seconds, hand comes down, and then we reverse. So now we've got inchworm out to tall plank. We've got the bear squat right and left with the long lunge, and we'll repeat. So we walk out, brace, bend, up we come. Now from here, I want you to rotate up, reach nice and high, lengthen the body, come back in, release the left leg, bear squat, right leg. This time rotate and reach. Come back down, release the leg, walk it back. Okay, and we won't build anymore, we'll just do that same thing again. Okay, get ready, reach nice and high, fold forward, walk it out, bear squat, left leg. Twist and rotate, reach nice and high, take a deep breath, exhale, come back in, release the leg, bear squat, and up we come. Once more, release, and we walk it in. This time, I want you to stay nice and low. I'm gonna ask you to force those knees away from the body, lift your chest, and keep those heels planted. If you find yourself up here, let's try and open it out. Maybe don't go as deep, but let's just try and get them heels on the floor. Hands together, you're just gonna drive those knees away with the elbows, creating that stretch on the inside leg. Target those adductors. And then we'll let the knees wobble in and out. If you need some support, just drop your fingers, shake your legs. We go back down once more. Hands inside, push the knees away, And now just start to alternate between right and left. And we're just bringing a little bit of hip internal rotation in there as well. Hands on, straighten the legs. Okay, and that's it. We're gonna get into it. So I've got 4 exercises for you today. However, within those exercises, you will find that I've kind of put a few together. So we've got a bit of a mishmash. We've got a tricep, 3 different exercises fused into one, okay? So exercise 1, we're gonna go round, you're gonna go round twice with me. And after you finish those 2 circuits, if you wanna do a 3rd or even a 4th, just pause the tape and do the extra parts before you resume it and do the cool down with me, okay? So I'm gonna take you through 2. With this first one, let's use this as a continuation of our warm-up, okay? So just take it easy. This is your chance to just be exposed to what we're gonna do and the movement patterns. Don't worry if you wobble and you fall on this one, you'll get better as you do it. So, I've got my length a little bit higher today, okay? Because when we transition into exercise 2, you'll understand why. So I've got mid-thigh really for the length. So if you need to adjust, go ahead and do that now. You're gonna be facing toward the anchor point. So if you're on a door, facing in, take it out a little bit, so step back. What we're gonna do, we're gonna plant our right foot and we're gonna hinge from the hips, single leg. So we're gonna lift the left and we're gonna dive forward, applying pressure with the hands into the handles. When we finish there, I'm not gonna drop the left leg, I'm gonna keep it up because what I'm doing next is transitioning into a single leg pistol squat. So from here, I've got this left leg extended, quads engaged, flexing the toes to the shin, weight in the heel of the right leg, and I'm gonna push back up. So there's our single leg squat. Then I'm gonna reverse that leg around the outside, reverse of the body, and I'm gonna come into that curtsy lunge. If we can, we're gonna let that foot hover off the floor. If you need a bit of balance and stability, just go ahead and drop the toes. As long as you're dropping towards the ground, that's what we're looking for, okay? So we're gonna work the glutes and the hamstrings, quads, full complex. So across all 3 moves, we'll hit them all. So that's what we'll do, that's 1 rep. So you've got single leg, hinge, single leg squat, single leg lunge. And then we're gonna do 3 cycles on that leg, okay? So let's get ready, we're gonna jump straight in. I'll show you exercise 2 when we get there. So let's get ready. Nice strong balance, grip the floor, spread the toes. 3, 2, 1, left leg comes up and hinge forward. Transition, bend the knee, get to the floor. Transition, and moves 1. Straight in. Now this exercise isn't to be done fast. We're working on a little bit more strength today. So feel the exercises, connect the mind with the muscle, feel exactly what's going on. So we got hamstring, we're coming back in, we drop back, strong leg, push to the heel, lots of quads there. Same and similar, okay? So we've got all 3, we've got 1 more cycle. This is number 5, dive forward, nice and slow. 2, last one, bam, okay. Did you feel that? Feel everything lighten up? That's exactly where you need to be, okay? So well done. Don't worry if you don't go as deep as I do or hit the end range as I do. As I say, it's all about practice at this stage and you'll get there with the more you do it, okay? Now what we're gonna do, find the black carabiner and you're gonna attach it to the top. So what we're doing here is we're just shortening the length of our KO8. And this is because we're gonna go into an assisted chin. Okay, so with our chin up, there's a vertical pull. And if you're like me and you've got a bit of space, you can go a little bit further back. If you're on a door, you might feel that the back of your shoulders are gonna get there or the back of your head. That's okay. Or alternatively, you can go this way. So whichever's more comfortable, but bear in mind, we're trying to create the pull from overhead. So imagine you were doing a chin up on a chin up bar. That's the direction that we're pulling, okay? So that's why we need the height. Now chin-ups are difficult. We're gonna do 12 reps, okay? So you're gonna need to use your feet to give you a little bit of help to get to the top. Here's 1, 2. Now this looks easy, but it's not. 3, 4. Because what I'm doing is 5. I'm trying to put as much force through the arms and as little through the legs as possible. Only when I need to, I'll push through the floor with my feet. 9. You feel that in the arms? 10. 11. 12. Whew. So you feel forearms, you're feeling biceps, lats. So again, really good exercise there. And as I say, you can make that as difficult as you need it to be just by restricting the amount of assistance that you provide from the legs, okay? So make it challenging for yourself. You want to be feeling that burn in this set. So that's your target. All right then, you'll notice heart rate's gone up, a little bit shortness of breath. That's exactly where we want to be, okay? Now we're going to do exactly what we did before with the legs, but we're going to go the other side, all right? So this time, left leg's planted, shoulders back, nice and tall. Lift that leg and let's go. 1. Transition nice and smooth into the pistol. Curtsy lunge. Round 2. Nice and strong. On that single leg, hinge, so the first one, make sure that you're not doing this, okay? Your hip will want to turn out. Your job is to keep that hip bone rotated inwards, keep it level. So we don't want to be here, we want to be here, okay? Continue. Here's 3 rounds. Strong from the squat. And make sure we sink to the floor on that last one. Here we go. 2, 3. Okay, nice. Well done. So shake them legs off. Now we're going to go back up to the upper body. We're going to be hitting the push. So today we're going to, as I say, fuse 2 different exercises together. We're going to be putting the tricep extension with an archer press, okay? So you might not have done an archer press before. It's basically a variation of our suspended press, but we're gonna load up one side. So we're really trying to set ourselves a challenge by creating some imbalances, okay? So looks like this. Find an angle which is gonna be manageable for you. You're gonna bend the elbows. So number 1 is hit that tricep extension. Your core's gotta work really hard here, because you don't want to cave in from the midsection and hyperextend at the spine. So really keep those abs and glutes nice and tight. Once we've hit tricep extension, we're going to lower our body, but usually we'd have both hands doing the same thing. This time we're going to extend one arm. So we're going to make it a little bit more difficult for this press, okay? So we're trying to make one side do more than the other. This one's here for support. So we're going to create a nice long lever there and we push nice and strong to the right side. Then we'll go back into our tricep extension. Bring the hands back down into line and then we'll load up the left side. Okay, ready? So we're going to do 5 reps on each side, so a total of 10. Here we go. So you got 10 tricep extensions and 10 presses with that archer variation. Adjust your angle. Remember, the more deeper you are in relation to the anchor point, the more body weight you're going to have to lift. Keep that core nice and tight. And there's no reason as well why you can't adjust your angle depending on if you're hitting the tricep extension or you're hitting the press. You can move your feet in between. Here we go, 2 more. And last one. Here we go. So that's one complete round. Everything there is working. I can even feel it in my calves, okay? I'm trying to keep my body like a plank of wood. So we really got to engage here. Glutes, don't forget. So if you feel like you're not tensing, you're not contracting these muscles, it's better and safer if you do, okay? So bear that in mind every time we go round. So that's one full round. As I say, I'm gonna take you through another one. You do as many more as you need to, all right? And with your rest as well, you take what you need, all right? So auto-regulate your rest. And if you need to pause and take a breather, take more water, go ahead, no problem. I'm gonna get straight into the next round, okay? So I'm going back to first exercise on the first leg. I'm gonna be lifting the right leg off the floor and go through again. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So keep your balance with these ones. Think about the weight distribution in the foot and use the straps, especially on that first one as we dive forward. Think of yourself diving into a swimming pool. Head comes in between the shoulders, arms fully extended. That's the shape. And on that pistol squat, it's a difficult exercise and it's difficult for a lot of people to get themselves back up from here. You can use the handles to help, or you can drop the heel to the floor and help yourself back up. So that's the little bit of a regression. We got one more cycle, keep going. There we go. Wow. Legs working hard, you're gonna feel that. All right, flip them up, shorten the length. We're gonna hit those chin ups again. And as I say, you can do these in different ways. You can even hit a wide arm, like a more of a lat pull. But for this one, I want you to corkscrew those wrists, keep the elbows tight to the body, and just lift the chin over the line of the handles. 2, 3. If you want to make this really more difficult, you can elevate and go into that L sit and try not to drop. Okay, again, use your legs where needed. 9, 10, 11, last one. Wow, woo, that's no joke. As I say, looks easy, but when you actually do it, you'll feel it big time. All right then, knocking it down. Let's go back to the leg complex. Hinge, squat and lunge. Opposite side this time. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do 5 cycles on each leg. And you work through them at your own pace. There's 2. Hands press down in the handles. 3, 2 to go. Keep sucking in that oxygen. Nice deep breaths as we go through our last one. Okay. Well done, spin it over. All right then, last one. If you're just gonna stop the same as me today, let's get ready. Now we've felt how challenging them tricep extensions can be, so just manage your angle. Change the difficulty, make it easier by walking forward away from the anchor point, and make it more difficult by bringing them ankles as close in line with the anchor as you can. All right, here we go. Abs and glutes, and let's drop. 1. 2. 'Nice and smooth. 3. Here we go, into halfway point. Keep it going. Little reminder now, abs and glutes, switch them on, squeezing tight. Don't forget. Number 7, keep it going, well done if you're keeping the pace. Here's 8. Last 2 on each side, nice and strong. Push through that single handle. Last one. There we go. Well done. Sweat is on, so that's where you should be, guys. Okay, work at that intensity that's right for you. There's 4 moves that you can do on suspension mode, just to mix it up a little bit. And remember, we're hitting everything. We've got legs in all different movement patterns, hinge, squat, lunge. We've got a lot of core anti-rotation going on, especially when we do the marcher presses and our upper body push. And we've got our pulls as well. So good all round workout. And as I say, if you want to creep up that intensity, go ahead and do another 3. Go ahead and do round 3 and round 4, not another 3 rounds, okay? All right then, so just take you through a nice little stretch. Keep it on suspension mode while we're here. Just gonna stretch out those shoulders. So just take the hand and the handle, palm facing away. Take the same leg. So if right hand is in, right leg goes forward. We're just gonna open out. Okay, and step back in. Switch it over. Step in. I'm adding a little bit of a roll there, which I'm gonna catch again on the second round. So the reason why I'm rotating my body is it just takes the stretch in different places and everyone's different. So if you copy the exact spot I'm standing in, you might not feel a good stretch. Some of you might be like, whoa, I'm really getting it there. So everyone's gotta go where they need to go. Everyone's different. So that's why it's good to play with the stretch. Move in, move out, rotate this way, rotate that way, and just listen to your body where it's tight. Okay, last one, we're gonna have that ankle over knee. We're gonna sit down into that glute stretch and just hang off with the fingers. Get nice and deep. And we switch it over, ankle across knee, sit into it. And you can do plenty more stretches. You can take as much time as you need. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Well done.